It's my privilege and my honor to introduce Kim Conway, re-election for Selectman.
Thank you. Thanks, Jack, and thanks, everybody. Thank you and welcome. I really appreciate everyone coming out tonight. I have to tell you, I am shocked and humbled by the amount of people in this room. You can't move to get food or a drink, and it carries out to the hall. I'm shocked at the turnout. So thank you, incredibly, thank you to every one of you. I really appreciate it. It's quite a statement we're making with the turnout here. So when I ran for Selectman 3 years ago, I stood in the same venue. Isn't this a great venue? I stood here 3 years ago. Today, after serving 3 exciting, sometimes challenging, but always successful years in the Board of Selectmen, I'm here again asking all of you for your support and your help to get reelected. This speech should only take about 25 minutes. My promise during the last election was improving Billerica. I consistently stated that I was focused on moving Billerica forward while maintaining the history and the character of our town. I am thrilled to be here today to tell you that is exactly what we have done. During my term on the Board of Selectmen, my focus and energy was to make a difference in our town. I am thrilled tonight to highlight some of our successes. I'm happy to report that we have been able to successfully fulfill 3 of my many campaign promises, 3 of the most major campaign promises from the last election. My promise to help modernize the Board of Selectmen has resulted in changing from having packets delivered to our homes to now everything's on a cloud. We've come into the 21st century. We saved the town thousands of dollars and vastly improved our ability to communicate and respond to each other, because now we can easily access our packets on our tablets. The social media presence for the town of Billerica is an incredible success story. If anybody follows Billerica at all, you know Clancy Main's name. One of the goals that myself and my peers that are here tonight set for our town manager was to develop Billerica's social media presence, and boy have we. What a great job we've done. The last thing that I want to bring up around what I promised last time was I was very focused last time. We were building a new high school. We were burdening our taxpayers with additional payment, which we were all in favor of. However, some of our seniors and some of our veterans, that became very painful. So during my campaign, I had campaigned on the platform of improving the abatements that we give to these folks, and we successfully did that. We lessened the tax burden on citizens by doing things like increasing abatements for our seniors and for veterans. So I'm thrilled with those. A couple of other accomplishments, and I'll go through them very quickly. If you go to Town Hall, you've noticed a huge change in Town Hall. When I first got on, you'd walk in, the rugs were all ripped, the walls were all marked up. We've done a great job. The town has done a great job cleaning it, painting it, adding new signs. We have TVs that tell you what's going on in town. I'm proud to call that our town hall. I'm proud when our citizens come in. They have a great place to enter into. So that's a great event. When you come from the mall into the center of town, doesn't it look great? I mean, isn't that amazing what we've done? And if you've watched the Selectman meeting, you know we're going to do something like that on the other side of the center going north. So it's going to look great. It's unfortunate that we can't do the center. I think you all know why we can't do the center. So if you disagree with the fact we couldn't do the center, then vote for me, please.
Yes.
Woo! Some of the other things that we've been able to accomplish. The state sets a certain amount of tax, Proposition 2.5, that we can tax our homeowners to every year. Billerica never taxes to the most they can. When I entered the Board of Selectmen, we left about $9 million on the table. That's money in all of your pockets. This year, I'm thrilled to report we left $16 million on the table. this while continuing to provide the level of services residents have come to know and expect. So I'm really thrilled with that. We've applied for and received numerous generous grants. Most recently, at our last meeting, our town manager announced that we received a Green Communities grant. It's $225,000 in the first year that can be applied to things like new windows in our building, weatherproofing. It cost us nothing to get that. We did the municipal aggregation on our electric bills this year, so anybody that is tied into electric, if you don't opt out, you get the price that we've negotiated. Somebody here tonight told me they shopped all around. They couldn't get a price close to what we get for the town of Billerica. It allows us to group together and use our buying power together, so we've done a great job, saved the taxpayers a lot of money that way. I've supported new housing initiatives. My focus is how do we minimize the impact on our neighbors. You know, we have that monstrosity near Alpine. That's impacted those neighbors significantly. Today, we're talking to places that want to put apartment buildings over on Middlesex Turnpike. It won't affect any of the neighbors. It's the perfect spot for it. And lastly, one of the key things is improved economic development via mixed-use redevelopment. I've spent my time listening to what the companies want and listening to what Billerica wants. I don't assume I know. I listen, we take that in, and we work hard. I've worked hard to listen. People have educated me, and now I'm trying to educate others that our millennials, our younger people, want to live, work, play in the same area. So I'm a big champion of that. I'm going to continue to focus on that. These are but a few of the things that can be seen by everyone. Being an elected official involves so much more than what happens at the meetings. As my colleagues from the Board of Selectmen can attest to, my colleagues from the school committee, we spend a significant amount of time not in the meetings, attending to things for our constituents. I pride myself at helping people trying to navigate the red tape of government. All government boards and agencies should be citizen-friendly, helping people make public service worthwhile to me. So, I'm coming to the end, I promise. So, I've consistently demonstrated a willingness to listen to inputs from our citizens. It's really important as an elected official that we listen. Billerica had to make a decision about recreational marijuana. The state voted in favor of it. Billerica voted in favor of it. We had a decision to make. Thanks, Kimmy. We had a decision to make. We could honor that vote that the state and the town had done, or we could take another vote and take it out to find out if people really want the sale and cultivation of marijuana in their particular town. I originally wanted to do a second vote, but I heard overwhelmingly from constituents, to like 99-1, that said we voted. We already voted, just move on. So I listened to them and I changed my vote. I do listen to what people tell me, although my husband might disagree. So, or my daughter, or my son. Lastly, my stance on economic development is important to this town. Any of you who are on town meeting, watched town meeting, saw exactly what happened in the fall. We bought a great mixed-use overlay for Tech Park. It's a great place to do it. And while we couldn't get the 2/3 necessary, we lost by 3 votes. It was like 100 to 57 or something. It was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but I have to tell you, and everybody watching at home, if I'm not reelected, likely those things will never make it to town meeting. If people get control of the board, my opponent now and the incumbent have openly spoken against any kind of mixed-use redevelopment. So if I'm not reelected, that will not get to town meeting. And I think that's a really important message to keep running. So I say I a lot. It's really important that everybody knows it's not I, it's not me, it's us. It's my colleagues on the Board of Selectmen, the colleagues on the school committee, it's all of you. All of you have taken the time to text me, call me, reach out to me. That's what makes it successful. So my promise to you tonight is to continue to make our town a better place for all residents, not just a few. Our economic development is yielding results because companies see the benefits of Billerica. They want to be in Billerica. While others may wallow in negativity and inaccurate information, I will do my very best to keep my campaign positive, because our past successes are proof that is what the residents want and what is needed for our very bright future. I ask for your support, for your vote, and your help. Working together, there's a lot we can accomplish. So before I go,
You want me to toot your horn for you? I will. I'm step inside of
no. I'm sorry. Fraz and I worked on a Agent Orange memorial for the Vietnam veterans, and it's important. Anybody who's of that age, of the Vietnam veterans, more Vietnam veterans are dying of Agent Orange that got killed in the war. So it's something near and dear to my heart. Thank you, Fraz, for bringing it up. I appreciate it. As my colleagues know, there's a lot of things that we work on as a committee, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. So lastly, and I will let you all go back to drinking and eating and having a great time, I want to thank all of you for coming. I really appreciate it. I really want to thank my family, my husband Marty, my son Sean, my daughter Caitlin, for everybody else that has done so much work to get us to this point. I am so incredibly appreciative. So thank you all very much. And if you didn't see, there's a little one going around that says, "Vote for my Aunt Kim for Selectman." It's the cutest little thing. So thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate it.